fired. The next thing that we're going to do is glazing them. And we are going to use these. Like I said, this is a class project. You are essentially donating these after you make them. And it's a small project that you can do pretty quick, so you're not going to be attached to it anyway. We are going to use these to make a very nice looking installation, but it's actually going to have a function. We're going to use these as what's called a test tile. If you look over underneath the counter over there, if you could pan for me. If you look underneath the counter over there, you'll see all of these different little squares and rectangles that have different color glaze on them. Those are called, I mean, why are you doing the down there? What's happening? Nobody needs to see the floor. What's
I
happening?
don't know what you're doing.
Look over there on the counter.
I'm on the counter.
The colored tiles that are on the counter. Now you can come back to me. I just want them to know where it's at. I mean, they don't need to see the floor. Anyway, those are called test tiles. The idea behind them is that you can take these little pieces of bisque fired clay and you put the glazes on them, and you can actually put layered glazes on them to test them out. You fire those so it tells you what it's going to look like for later. So if you picked up the raspberry glaze over there and you're like, I wonder what color raspberry is going to look like. There's a test tile over there that says raspberry on it that's going to tell you what raspberry looks like. So what we're going to do with these is make real pretty test tiles. So once we get them back, y'all are going to bisque them. You can pick any 3 glazes that you want, and you're going to put one on each one of them, and then we're going to fire them and then put this together so that we have this real pretty thing to put in the classroom, but it serves a function, because I love functional art. So I wrote it up on the board over here. 3 thin clay discs, impressions, additive, and subtractive. Then we're going to add the holes. Don't forget that, because otherwise we can't use them. The last thing is that for your inspiration for your designs, I want you to use the Google, and I want you to look up the term in blue over here, architectural details. Because I want these to be non-objective designs, which means I don't want smiley faces, I don't want stars, I don't want hearts, I don't want JP loves QR or whatever your name is. I want them to just be a nice design. So to get you started and looking and thinking about that, I want you to Google architectural design, or details, I'm sorry, and start looking through here. Like if you want a flower, I don't want a flower like a real flower, but this is a symbol representing a flower. You may do something like this because this is a more mature idea. We're trying to mature our ideas here. If you want to do something with coil work, I know this is really intricate. You don't have to be this intricate, but it gives you an idea of a nice circular style. This one is a nice geometric one that you could do. This is a little too simple, but you could do this as a border to start. But I want you, don't do that. That's going to take you forever, 5 days. But you have an idea there. It's kind of like a Celtic-y thing, but it's got angles to it. I want you to Google architectural detail and look at the pictures to get some ideas. And you're going to use that for all 3 of them. Okay? So, I know that's a lot of information. I'm trying to put it on the board to help you remember. For right now, the due date is Friday, because I feel like we could probably do these pretty quick. If I overall look and start seeing that everybody is struggling to get done by Friday, we will look and see when we need to move it to. But I'd like to try to push this and get it done by Friday if we can. All right, that's what I got.